Hello guys. So I am driving right now, so I'm not going to be looking directly at the camera. I'm heading to a destination that I actually didn't really plan on going to, if I'm honest, until kind of it just like dropped in and the thought dropped in, and I'm a little emotional, as you can see, because I felt like this strong tug right now to go to the house that Corey and I used to live in together. And it was the last house that we lived in before I walked out. And something just like came through me, a still small voice, and it was like, you need to go there and say a prayer and hold space and kind of just cleanse energetically, spiritually, emotionally. Because now, again, we're in the process of, really deep alchemy, really letting go and shedding, right? So it's taken this much time, you guys, super transparently. Corey and I are not officially divorced yet. The paperwork is now just being sent into the courts and all of that. There was honestly a lot of resistance in me to go through the process. A lot of ideas, a lot of fear, a lot of confusion, and, like I said, just deep alchemy as I process through. And obviously I've been in another relationship for over a year now, and I'm coming to this place in that relationship too where how can I continue to build something new if I haven't spiritually cleaned out my shit? And you can only run and hide for so long before you're faced again with like the hard truths. And I've had to really dig deep and go, what is the resistance here? What are you feeling? And so right now I'm literally driving up to the old house that Corey and I used to live in. And yeah, I'm like now just getting a visual of it, and I'll flip around the camera so you guys can see it. I'm about to pull into the alley here. So I wanted to just document this process just because this is a part of the journey. And sometimes we just keep moving from thing to thing and we don't really do the work and really go inward and do all that we really need to do in order to start a new chapter fresh. So I'm turning into the alley here. Okay. So I'm just gonna park here in the alley. It's just weird even being in this space, if I'm honest. This house represented a lot of different pain. A lot of different pain. So I just want to like feel into that. Give you guys a visual here. So there's like a huge gate. Actually, I don't even know if you guys can see. Let me flip the camera around here. Ooh. Okay, so basically like we had the back house of a big house. So like this is the big house. And then Corey and I used to rent this little, oh look there's a rainbow there. Cool. We used to rent this back house right here. And so the second bedroom, we had turned into his little music studio. The bedroom was super tiny. And that was, like basically like my little safe haven. So just being in the energetic same space as a place that, coming back to this has been like, it's challenging. Like when I felt spirit say like, go back there and say a prayer, I was kind of resistant. I was like, I've wanted to stay so far away from this space because it represented something so dark and so ugly. So yeah, what's coming up for me is just like my body feels just heavy and just like just so grateful though at the same time. Like if I could tell the girl that was once like hiding right there in that very room and just like so sad, I would just tell her like, well, this is it. So as I've gotten certified in energy work and now I do Reiki, and I realize that I've been holding myself and I've been giving myself Reiki energy to this past self, to my future self, to all of you. We're all connected. And I was really like, now my future self has been like holding that lost girl in a really safe space and allowed her to not fully lose it. And but if I could just like tell that girl, you are safe, you are held, you are worthy, you are capable, you are pure magic, that is what I would tell her. Because I'm telling you, I was so lost in the polarity and the darkness that I was just running on fumes, and I really lost who I was for a moment. So I really just want to encourage you guys to clean up your shit too. You know, the paperwork is now going through, and I just feel like I'm cleaning up some of these last few ends so that I can fully be in my sovereignty and in this new relationship with no weird energetic ties anymore. And coming back to places like this and saying prayers and invocations around and sending your angels and guides to help alchemize also and remove any darkness that maybe other people are experiencing in a home where you added to the darkness and just like the deep, you know? Yeah, I just keep getting the visuals and my body just feels like, ugh. Meaning it's a remembrance, because my body feels so different now. Like I'm so much more embodied than I ever was in the past, that it's really just tuning back into the feeling. I feel like a completely different person. I feel like I look like a completely different person. Nothing about me feels the same as once did when living here. And I wanted to do this video first because this next chapter that I'm going to be leading you guys into, my life is so different. If you follow me on Instagram, and I encourage you to do so, because I've been a lot more active on there, I now live in a big, beautiful home with some of the most incredible people on the fucking planet. And I've never felt more safe, grounded, and secure ever in my life. Cash, my dog, feels safe and grounded. It's just a very different, like, my life is entirely different. I'm now by the water. I get to like walk from my room, which is magical and mystical, and you guys will get to see because I'm working on a new series here for YouTube. But now to be able to like see the contrast and see how I've had to do such deep work to get to where I am now, I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful. I have so much gratitude. So much gratitude for Corey too, because we had to walk each other through this season. Each of us had to walk through it, and we each had to, it's a deep soul contract. Do you get how this works, you guys? We made these contracts before even living it out, and every single person that's put on your path, and especially someone like that who's like, you know, a partnership that completely shifts your world. One of my greatest teachers. And it had to be us that walked each other through that, because it was deep and it was dark and it was painful and it was ugly. Not all the time, of course. There was like, I think the bad overweighed the good in that relationship, hands down. And now I see that because I'm in something completely different and realize, whoa, the contrast. But it's all of these moments that just take you back and make you realize how life doesn't have to be struggle. I'm letting go of the story of pain and suffering. I'm exhausted of that story. And I've chosen to leave it alone. And I walked out of this very house right here. And I'll never forget the day I got my little canvas bag. It was a little tote bag that I got from I actually got it in a video that Corey and I did together from World Market. And it has a big crystal ball in it. Maybe some of you guys have seen the bag if you've seen some of my stories. And it says, "I see a strong woman." And that's the bag that I grabbed. It was the last time that it was like the final straw of this relationship. Grabbed the bag and I just grabbed a few things and I just walked out. And I remember feeling just held and being guided by like angels, just like holding me, because my body was so in fight or flight for so many years that it was like constantly almost in this shock state. And I'm still in deep healing around that, if I'm honest. My body still gets triggered by certain loud noises and different things. This is trauma healing. And it is a full-time fucking job, let me tell you. There is no amounts of ayahuasca and plant medicines and all of these things that you can do. You have to really believe it, that you're worthy of the highest healing, that you really are already healed and you're already perfect. So letting go of the story of even the abused wife and like all this, like letting go of that story and like alchemizing and moving into this new season of being like, I am a fucking powerful, magical goddess, light leader that has a mission and a story to tell. The sob story is like just a part of my hero's journey. That's it. But it no longer defines me. That's been like a deep challenge, because of course it made me who I am, so it's important to chat about. However, it doesn't define me anymore. And I'm making new stories and like creating, new levels of awareness in my own life. So I wanted to invite you guys into this process and just hear maybe some of my prayers, as sacred as they are. I feel called to just share with you so that you can also implement this into your own life, should you need to. And I hope that you don't. I really hope that you don't. But of course, I know how this life is. I know that this life adventure, this soul school is what we're in. And we are, from dust we came and dust we will return. I like to say, from stardust we came and stardust we will return. We chose this. All of the pain, all of the lessons, so that we could come back into the sweet remembrance of who we are and what we're called to and our mission. So I'm grateful for it all. As painful as it is, I truly am grateful for it all. So let's spiritually clean this up so that I can go into this new chapter with no energetics that are holding me back and holding me down. And I invite you to say this prayer with me and think of something in your life, whether it be an old house that you lived in that represented a really dark time in your life, whether it be an old job, an old relationship, whatever it is, maybe a family dynamic, whatever it is. I just invite you to see yourself in this prayer as I say it. And I invite you to think of, yourself just the same. As I pray this on behalf of all of us, is what I'm trying to say. So wherever you are, wherever you're tuning in from, I don't know your name. Maybe I might not know your entire story. I might not know what you're carrying and all of the hurdles you've had to jump through and the pain you've had to endure. But I honor you and I bow to the journey that you're on, dear one. Life is happening for you, not to you. It's all a part of this beautiful journey and adventure. So take a deep breath with me. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's just align and attune our energies together. Open body, soften and relax. Just shake out any energy that's not serving. Use your hands to kind of like literally remove energies that are not in your highest vibration of truth. I invite you to, there's a car coming, so I'm gonna park here. There we go. There's a car behind me, so here we go. All right, just a little switch, there we go. So I invite you to use your hands, build some energy between your beautiful palms that just like a superhero can shoot beautiful white healing energy through your palms just with the intention and power of your mind and thought. Build up that energy, build up that energy. And at the count of 3, we're going to shoot it, creating a blanket of safety over this home, cleaning out any energies that are not aligned, alchemizing, creating magic and healing. Okay, 1, 2, and at the count of 3, point your palms outward. 3. Father God, Mother God, God, Goddess, the I Am Presence, Great Spirit, Source, our ancestors, the archangels, our ascended masters, all star races, all those that have gone before us to get us to this very moment. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you, we thank you. We ask that this shield of protection envelop this property, this sacred land that provided a space to do deep, deep transformational work. We ask that you remove any strongholds, any energetics that are causing anybody in this frequency, in this space and time, any sort of discomfort, dis-ease, disassociation from their true mission. This goes for all previous lives that have lived right here, past lives, current lives, future lives, all of the above, in all timelines. We ask that you continue to remove any energies, again, that are not in alignment with the absolute highest vibration of truth. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you for all of these walls that were put up to hold space for such sacred, sacred work. Because that's what that was. We thank you. We give gratitude for all of it. As painful as it was. We hold the vessels high that occupy this space. Again, in all past timelines, future timelines. There's children living on this property. There was a new life, actually our neighbors created new life on this property. And now this beautiful starseed soul plays in the front yard of this house. And so we thank you, we thank you, we thank you for all of the children that occupy this space. We ask that you protect their hearts, allow them to see and never forget their mission, allow magic to unfold. I ask for butterflies, for dragonflies, for birds to be chirping, for the sun to break through, for people to realize who they are from this house, from this sacred space that they share and hold together. I ask just a multitude of blessings be over this home and this property. That it causes a ripple effect in the community. We declare this sacred ground. Let there be no more struggle and hardship, but pure abundance, prosperity, love, joy, and peace that surpasses all understanding come from this home. We ask for deep forgiveness for when we were out of alignment and forgetting these truths about ourselves. But we recognize it is all perfect. So we give gratitude for it all once again, and we wrap this up in a beautiful, beautiful bow and say thank you for the awareness that we are in now. And moving forward, may we be in this sweet remembrance, in the vibration of this sweet remembrance. Only, always, and in all ways. Whatever ways we come back into this remembrance. Anytime our nervous systems are being triggered. My therapist, I just share this with you guys, my therapist reminded me to just grab the crystal that I wear around my neck, just to bring myself back to center. Back to my conscious breath. Not to lose myself in the polarity, but rather find myself centered. Thank you. And so it is. Amen. Aho. Ashe. They all mean the same thing. Again, just like clearing, cleansing. This is what it is. Cleaning up your shit, you know? It's the power of intention, and I didn't expect to even come here today. I was actually going to my brother's house, which is actually like, you know, a block over. And then I felt Spirit say, you're going to that house. You're gonna go clean up some shit. So thank you for joining me. I hope that this message resonates with you. I hope that you see yourselves in it at some capacity. I hope that you recognize your power, that you can go and reclaim your inner magic by going in and holding your past self high when you needed it the most. Now that you're in like a healthier mindset, and this is how the multiverse works. All timelines are happening all simultaneously at once. Your past, your future, the present, it's all happening just like the movie Interstellar. So being in awareness, like what could you do today to help clean up so that you can usher in new blessings for yourself today? Think about that. And I invite you into this because this is where the magic really begins to unfold and happen. And I'm so grateful. Like I keep saying it because I truly am. I really don't know how to explain to you guys. You guys are going to see in the next coming videos, my whole life is different. My whole frequency is different. The people I surround myself with, the house that I live in now, what it represents. You are exactly where you need to be at this very moment. So if you find yourself in really, really deep pain and struggle, it is all a part of the process. Dear, dear one, I might not know you. I might not know what you're carrying. And I know that it's heavy sometimes. But that is also a part of the deep shadow work that all of us must do. So learn that in the eye of the storm to find your center. Don't give up. Keep fighting. You're so, so here on purpose. So if this just lands for one person, because this is what I needed so badly when I was in this fucking storm, then so be it. So mote it be. Thank you guys for watching this entire journey, this entire process. It has not been like the most exciting season, right? Doing the shadow work, it's not all the like glitz and glamour, and I've always wanted to just stop because I'm like, well, why am I even sharing this part? Because I just feel so emotional all the time. I don't want to share this with people. This is it. This is the process. And I keep using the word alchemy because I want you guys to get it. The hero's journey always hits an abyss sometimes, and then it comes back. The cycle always continues. You don't stay in abyss forever. And you get to choose when you walk out, just like I did. This is a choose your own adventure game. So you're exactly in the right place at the right moment, because if you're watching this and you still haven't chosen to leave the toxicity of a relationship, whether it's a family dynamic, a romantic partnership, work partnership, whatever, you get it, like a work environment, whatever it is that does not feel good in your body, my loves, walk away. 2020, the year of clear vision. Clear vision. And I'm seeing your comments come through, so thank you. I see you. I love you. We're in the final stretch of this, my loves. We're in the final stretch, and I want you guys to choose your own adventure in your highest vibration of truth. It is so scary. It is so scary. And this is why I've had such a hard time. Because I'm like, okay, so if I get a divorce and I choose this woman, that means I'm actually choosing my own. And I'm like, yeah, Lynette. Yeah, you're actually choosing what you want. So it's been the shadow self of me, that's been the deepest alchemy, is to be like, no, this is actually what I want. And for the first time, I'm actually making a decision, not what my parents want, not what my family want, meaning not whatever. This is what I want. To show up in this dimension of reality with a woman and do things completely different, immaculate births, getting seed from another, masculine energy, but having these babies with no, husband, but just two wives together, two queens. I've imagined this since I was in my 20s, and I was so fucking scared that I chose the easy road, right? I chose the road where I thought my parents were like affirming me and accepting me, and then I was in the deepest agony, living in this marriage that was not true. It was not truth. It was a part of the journey, and it was so important, but it was not my truth. So looking in this mirror, right, at you guys, into this black mirror, I know although my avatar might look different than yours, grab your beautiful arms around yourselves. Whew, since I can't physically do it, realize that, although my avatar looks different than yours, I am you and you are me, and we are on the exact same mission to heal and to come back into the awareness of our own divinity. And so we all play parts for one another. And so this is why, again, I give so much gratitude and the sacrifice that Corey had to make to play that character for me. Whew. Oh, it's big. It's a big mission. And I'm so grateful for it. Because now I'm like free. And I had to go through that deep, 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 dark shadow work to come into this beautiful butterfly that's just like now coming alive again. This is the good stuff. Thank you for witnessing me for this many years, you guys. Wow. Whew. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I've needed to take a step back and really be. And so that's why I haven't been on here very much. It's been really a big year for me of doing like really deep, deep, deep work. So I thank you for sticking along this journey. Wow, wow, wow. There's so much more that I look forward to sharing. And I feel complete. So thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending each and every one of you so much love and light, and I'm holding you high. I'm working on a couple projects that I really look forward to inviting you into, where you get one-on-one time with me. Also, I do offer services. So if any of you, I see you. Hello, hello, King. I see you. Thank you for being here. I do offer services. So if you are looking to dive in deeper, I do work one-on-one with clients. So go to my website, LynetteSine.com. I'd be happy to drop in with you. There's prices on there, but there's also a way to work with me and just on a sliding scale. So feel free to DM me if you can't afford the prices that are on there. I'm happy to work with you and what you can afford. I just really feel called to serve. So I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Whew, so many blessings, so many blessings. Just don't forget, you are so worthy, you are so capable, you are so beautiful. You are pure love in motion. And don't forget,